Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. We are live. Hope you guys are all having a great start to your day. Today is March 27th, 2025. Market opens officially in about 5 minutes. It's about 7:25 my time. Today we're looking at shorting QQQ possibly. As you see, it sold off yesterday. Are we going to get a rebound? Or are we going to get more selling pressure today? Very excited to see what happens. And we are back in action, guys. We are back in action here with the team. If we are tuning in for the first time, we go live every single morning at market open. So definitely consider subscribing and smashing that like button for me. All right, we're going to see if we get a little bounce here on QQQ when morning hits, when opening bell happens. Does this bounce back up and get a nice rebound back to 494, or does this sell off back to 480? Bitcoin selling off. Big sell off this morning. I feel like QQQ will probably follow. That is what we're watching right now in the 5-minute time frame. We're gonna buy 5 shares of SQQQ. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for more confirmation. If this sells off, then we'll make some money. If it doesn't sell off, begins to rebound, then we want to make sure we have money to get into the other side. Let's be calculated about it. Let's be smart. No point in jumping the gun. Okay, pretty sure my links are spread around. Now, we called this out yesterday. We did a poll. We talked about, whether this would go up to 500 or if this would come back down, or if it would go up to 490 or if it would come down to 480. It looks like it came all the way down to 481. So we're going to see if we get a bounce at 481, 81, or are we actually going to get more selling pressure? Or 82.2. That would have been nice to get in a little bit higher up, right? It would have been nice to buy SQQQ here in the 34s maybe, already make $1 per share. But again, we're going to be patient here. We want to make sure that we are calculated today. We are extremely calculated. Good morning, good morning. Major, good morning, sir. How are we all doing? Hope you guys can hear me okay, see me okay. It looks like we are experiencing a bit of a bounce right here. So we're going to see if this does begin to become bullish. Is it a bull trap today? I'd love to know your thoughts as well. Do you guys think it's bullish or bearish? Answer is yes. Answer is yes. All right. Got a poll started. Let me know if you think the markets will end today bullish or bearish. I would love to know. I believe after yesterday's big sell-off, we had what, a 1, 2, 3 day rally and then a huge sell-off yesterday. We actually made some money on this when we traded SQQQ. The only regret is not holding longer, right? Could have held much longer than selling at $34. Could have held up to $35 even and made a bit more money. So either way, we're looking at the 5-minute chart here for QQQ. Let's see if this begins to sell off more below 481.81. If it does, we will take an SQQQ position. If not, and it bounces, then we're going to have to wait. And there we go. Look at that bounce, almost beautifully, perfectly off of that support level. Let's see if it holds. Doesn't have to. I believe it's going to be a bearish day. And that is bouncing right off of that 481.81 level, guys. See, so that's exactly why I didn't want to buy too high up here to experience a breakout, because there was no breakout. It did not happen yet. Now it can come up and retest moving average and fell, and then that's when we can still get into SQQQ, maybe at 35.20-ish. But if this begins to rebound, we do not want to get caught on the wrong side of it. There it goes, pushing up. Let's see if this is a bull trap today. Could potentially be a bull trap. If it can't get back above the moving averages, then this will get rejected even more. Here we go. Sentiment is bearish, but this does not mean we can't have this turn against us, right? This could sell off one day and it could rebound the next. I think we're getting more selling pressure though. We're going to continue selling pressure. Again, we want to get below 40.81.81. That would be the area to get below. I should have bought in at 35. Looks like it is beginning to sell off. We're going to buy 10 SQQQ. Back right where we were at, honestly. Should have bought at 35.33s. Didn't. So, don't know what happened there. $481.40 for QQQ. Would have loved to have buy some at 35. Man. Pick some up at $35 right there. That would have been nice. We can see a huge sell-off on this, right? We can go all the way back down to 465. So we don't want to be, we don't want to have the fear of missing out and miss out, but we also don't want to be too greedy and not take profits and then lose. Yeah, I should have got in at 35 right here, 35.10, 35.20 even on that bounce. It happened so fast though that I did not play a part in it. Apple's down. Nvidia down to 111 again, right? We were just talking about buying it at 120. I believe Nvidia can go down to $100, $90. So I'm very excited to see what happens. SPY is at 566 this morning. QQQ trying to retrace 481. Little pullback here. There we go. QQQ still selling off. All right, I'm going to be holding on to this position for a little while. SQQQ is now above that 200-day moving average on the 1-hour chart and beginning to push up. Looks like support was right around 32 this time around after it pushed up. I'd love to see this go back up to 40. Doesn't mean it has to today. But look at this. QQQ is selling off. Love to see it. I asked yesterday in a poll on the live stream if you thought this would go to 490 or if it would go to 480, and it looks like it's about to hit 480 very quickly here. 5-minute time frame, still selling off very aggressively. Love to see it. Love to add more to this position, which I will be soon as long as direction is still in my favor. This continues to sell off, I will add more to this, okay? Gap filling from, let's see, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Friday. Nice little gap fill from Friday back to Friday levels almost. Look at this selling pressure, guys. They're going to give it all back. Everything we gained over the last 3 or 4 days for the NASDAQ will be given back. Already down $14, 2.83%. No one to take profits also. No one to lock in profits. A lot of selling pressure. Again, back to that level here. I love to see it. I love to see days like this. Every time Trump speaks, then the markets chop. What about SoFi? You guys want to take a look at SoFi? Take a look at SoFi and some of the other. Everything should be down today, though, because the overall markets are down. Yeah. Everything is down, guys. Okay, and we talked about this. A lot of key levels. Temps AI would be better off, right? It's at that moving average support level, potentially pop up to 60. Celsius at an all-time high. Cinex, it's coming down to that $17 level we want to see, right? We called it out at 19, 19.50, now it's at 18. Let's try to load up on Cinex aluminum around $16.50, $17. Palantir, possible bounce off of moving average. SoFi selling off today. I'd love to buy some around that 10, maybe even 10.50 mark. SMCI selling off. Lunar, again, not doing much after hitting that 950 resistance. It's been selling off. XPEV, below its moving average or below its support level. So we're going to bring support level down to 19. 50s, see what happens there if that holds. And then on SoundHound AI, it's selling off, right? We want to get into these levels, 850 ish, $8 to buy SoundHound AI. Crypto itself, it's back to $85,000, guys. We called this out. We knew that this was either going to sell off because it's below this moving average, or it would bounce off of that level, and it definitely began to sell off. So we're going to bring our alerts down. That's what's so great about alerts, is we can actually move them around and not take any risk trading until we want that correct setup. So this can easily go all the way back down to 81,000 on Bitcoin. Gold, all-time high pretty much right now at the moment. All-time high is at 1980, it's at 1950. Gold's doing really well right now. Usually when the markets do poorly or Bitcoin does poorly, gold will do really well. So a lot of fear right now. Looks like the fear index is trying to curl back up over, get back to that greedy side. But right now there's no, it could potentially get rejected there. QQQ selling off still. 480.27. We could get a possible retracement right here. It could happen. Doesn't mean it doesn't have to happen. Got down to 480.27. 480.27. $480.27. Looks like that is going to be a support range here. So we want to be careful. We want to see if this bounces and we go long, take profits on SQQQ, which isn't much, or does it sell off even more and do we double down on our position? Looks like we might be doubling up on our position here. XPing dropped down. Yep. Only Baba is up today in some Chinese stocks. Yep. Tesla's up. Tesla's up today. It's the only one that's green besides SQQQ. Just barely though. And here we go. Here goes the drop here. Watching QQQ come all the way back down to 480. Isn't that amazing? I've added some Rivian. Let's see what you guys got. What you guys talking about over here? Also, don't forget to answer the poll. I already got 3 votes. Bearish or bullish today? By day end. I guess I should put by day end. And we could very easily see a mega rally, guys. This thing could push all the way back up to 495 today and tomorrow, right? Definitely can happen. Selling pressure continues. Lunar down 5%. Bitcoin trying to push up, or Bitcoin, NASDAQ. Hi Johnny, I sell Bitcoin at 87,000. Should I hold or book the profit? $45 running profit. Oh man, I would never tell you what to buy, hold, or sell, my friend. But as far as Bitcoin goes, I mean, it's already been selling off. Says, hi Johnny, I sell Bitcoin at 87,000. I mean, that's good. You sold right there at that pivot moment. I would have sold the rest of it. Or are you betting against it? Are you shorting it? Yeah, if you sold at 87, you did good. If you're holding now at 85, 86, not so good, right? So, yeah, hopefully you did lock in profits. If you believe in Bitcoin, you could also buy at support at 85 for a chance to sell again at 88, right? With a tight stop loss. You know, that could be a nice 2.5% profit. But if it breaks this 85 level, then we could see more selling pressure. Yes, I short. Oh, good job. Then yeah, then looking at this reverse, this would be your take profit, 85.8. Because this could bounce with the market. If the markets are going to bounce today, then Bitcoin will bounce. If markets begin to sell off even more, well, then Bitcoin will sell off more and you could actually make even more money. So I hope that helps. But again, just know when to manage your risk, when the trade is going against you, and also just know when to lock in profits. You know, I'd rather lock in $40 or $50 than be greedy, wait to double it to 100, and give it all back because it retraces back to my buying price. So, just a little food for thought. Here we go, retesting another critical level here. See if we're going to get that rally or if this is going to begin to bounce. So also be the time to buy more. Now I want to make sure direction's still in our favor. So if this begins to rally, we'll have to get out. If it begins to sell off, we'll buy some more. Okay, so we're just being patient. We have all day to trade this company. We want to make sure we're doing our part and staying patient and making sure we're trading with the direction of the market. Big red candle this morning. Love to see it. We're watching the 5-minute time frame today. We got to make sure this sells off, guys. We want to see more selling pressure. So we're holding to add to our short. I would have loved to have bought in at 35. 100 shares, we would have been done with this already. This could begin to recover, so we just want to make sure we're patient. Back to 480. See if this gets rejected. What else are you guys watching? I think it's reversing from here. Yeah, I'd love to see a really nice reversal. I just don't believe that's the case. We'll see what happens. We have a home report at 8, so in about 10 minutes. Uh, Markets are oversold. Okay, markets are oversold. We want to make sure, we want to see if the market can run up, or is it actually going to begin to sell off. Bitcoin also running up. Do you guys see that here? Pushing up. And they can run up all the way up again. Okay, we want to be very careful with our trades. Everything's oversold today, so very bearish, but it doesn't mean we can't get a nice reversal. 30-minute red candle now turning green on the 30-minute candle. Might even get my price point where I want it. The 35, 35.15, 35.20. That'd be really cool if it begins to get rejected again. So let's see what happens here. $482.50. You like how that happens? I go to market, buy, and it ends up hitting stop. Waiting for that rejection. Come on. Still making lower highs. Back up to pre-market support. Is it going to get rejected, or are we going to begin to retrace? Being patient here. This could push up to moving average and then get rejected. It could also pass moving average and be very bullish. Okay, I want to make sure that we are understanding direction. This can have a nice reversal, guys, because we can end up going long today. Okay, we want to be careful what we're doing here. I'd love to see what happens here on the moving average. That's why I have these here. It either has to break below or break above. Whoa, huge push up. Did you guys see that? That was amazing. Huge push up. 483 almost instantly. What do we do with this? What do we do here? Does this mean it's going to be bullish? Is it a bear trap? Got the area where I want to buy at 35.10. I bought 10 on SQQQ just because that's kind of more my price target to buy. Again, if this pushes up, we just got to get out today. But if it gets rejected, we can double down on our SQQQ position. Got to be very careful here. There we go. We're going to buy another 10 at 35 right here at this moving average. Buying another 10 at 35. I just bought 20, I think, at 35. Come on, I would love to see this get rejected. Doesn't have to. Very risky. Don't copy me. I have 45 shares. I'm risking about 1%, about $15 to potentially make 2% or more. Market needs to sell off though. Got a nice better average though, 35.20 instead of 40. Market is very choppy today, guys. Very choppy. I want you all to be aware of that. It's below the moving average. So we're going to try to fight to get it back above it or get rejected by it. Okay, getting rejected. Let's see what happens here on the 5-minute. Looks like it had a nice reversal here. Is it going to begin to go down again? Or are we going to get that bullishness up? What are your thoughts? 3 votes, 100% of you say bearish. Okay. Okay, watch for this break above or this rejection. Here we go. Love to see this rejection candle a little bit more. Oops, sorry. Come on. Make that new candle in reverse. Here we go, about 30 seconds. 30 seconds till 8 o'clock. This thing's either going to pump or it's going to dump, right? So let's be ready for this to happen here. SQQQ. Here we go. 8 seconds. 8 o'clock. Back to 35, 34. Come on, baby. Does it push above and hold? It might. Or does it hit this level up here and get rejected? Still struggling. .44 seems like a pretty good resistance right now. Looks like it's going to start pushing up. Down $10. Holding, could be a fake out. Could be a bull trap. Here we go, big rejection on that candle. Yep. Could be a bull trap or it could be a bear trap. Bear trap is if it continues to push up. Bull trap is if it pushes up and then continues to go down. A lot of choppiness though. Having trouble getting above 484. We're not really seeing that push up that we either want so that we stop out, or that nice rejection that we're seeing either. A lot of choppiness at 484. Having a hard time getting above it. Looks like it is getting rejected now. The longest 5-minute candle ever, huh? What is your view on NQ chart from TA view? NQ from TA? Oops. NQ TA. I'm not sure what you mean, man. Are you talking about NQ futures? From a TA view. What do you mean by TA view? Still trying to get rejected off of that moving average. NQ futures. Gonna be a long day today. Yeah. Tech analysis. Oh, okay. NQ futures. I mean, isn't NQ based off of NASDAQ? Right? No, it's not. Isn't that based off of that oil? NQ? No, it's NASDAQ. Yeah, it's NASDAQ. Hit 484 again and got rejected, so a lot of choppiness here at this level. Love to see a reversal, but I don't know if it's going to happen. There it goes. Let's get a nice flush. Nice big red candle flush. Push this back up. Make our $20 and bounce, right? The NASDAQ. SPY is 500, NQ is 100. Oh, okay, I get you. I got you. Well, I mean, just from a standpoint right now, we're it's a critical level, right? We don't know if we're going to be bearish, continue being bearish and selling off, or if we're going to get a reversal and be bullish. And it looks like it continues to get rejected at 484. I mean, it's tried several times. It's having trouble pushing up. This could be it right here. Oh, looks like it's going to get rejected. I'm thinking it goes back to 480, maybe even 475 if it does get rejected. I mean, this can very easily go back down to 465 if it really wants to, but I'm thinking like 475, 470 if it sells off. And this might be a company we hold majority day, right? We might hold this company just a little longer today. We might get a nice sell-off right here and we lock in profits on this live stream. So I'm excited to see what happens. Nice red candle here. Let's continue to get that selling pressure. It's trading between 483 and 484 right now. NASDAQ is focused on tech. So when tech goes up, this goes up, right? When it goes down, it also can go down as well. So I want you to understand, Major, a lot of the companies that are in the NASDAQ are also in the S&P 500. And I know you know that, but you know, there is a strong correlation between the two. So of course, when one goes up, they both go up. When one goes down, they both go down. So just kind of one of those things. Okay, and QQQ is below 483 now. We're setting our limit to 482. SQQQ looking good. Buying at 35, selling at 36 potentially. There we go. QQQ selling off. Love to see it here. Only thing is I should have bought more at this support level here, right? I should have bought more at 35. I'm about 20 cents too high, guys. 20 cents too high. Yeah, I get that. The moves of NQ versus ES, which I think is SPY versus QQQ, are much more Exaggerated. I need to do my homework. Okay. Yeah, I like QQQ. I like QQQ a lot. I know there are people that trade SPY, specifically only SPY. Um, and there's people who specifically trade NASDAQ. There's people who only trade Bitcoin. There's people who only trade Tesla. So it's kind of your personal preference. And once you figure it out, you don't need to go around looking for 10, 20, 30 different companies. You legit could do it all with just a few companies. One company every single day, religiously watching it, you could make your $100,000 a year easily with just one company, trading it every single day. QQQ, let's go. Let's get some more selling pressure in here. I'd love to see it. Let's go. Get down to 482. Then let's get down to 480. We're going to put this to 480, see if it breaks that level. And we're going to put this back up to 484, okay? There we go. We don't want to sell too early either. We want to sell right around this 75-cent mark, 35.75, maybe even $36 today. Now, if this breaks 480 at any point today, then that's when we're going to want to hold even longer, as this could push up even more, right? This can push back up to $37 where it was previously last Thursday for a nice 7% move, or potentially, you know, a nice $100, nice $100. So it doesn't mean it has to, right? This can very easily reverse here like it's doing, right? But what we want to do is just be patient. Be patient. If you're not comfortable with the position that you're in, you could always reduce your position size. That way you can feel a little bit more comfortable. You can also just not take a position at all. If you feel like the markets are a little too choppy, sometimes the best position is to not take a position. Okay? Stay cash heavy. Being cash is also a position you could take. It's very strategic. It's a great way to save your capital and preserve it over time. Okay? Testing that moving average. Do you see that? Testing that purple moving average. It's above it, so it's acting as support. Let's get below it again, and it'll act as a resistance. Sure, 100, very true, 100% agree with you. All right, buddy. All right. It's all about managing your risk, and following the direction of the overall market. I don't want to fight this. I don't want to fight this overall bearish market the last day, right? When trend lines happen with these companies, it'll happen for 2 or 3 days. Like this was bullish 3 days. This was bearish 1 day. Bullish a day, bearish 2 days, bullish 3 or 4 days. Is it going to be bearish for 2 or 3 days, or is it just going to be bearish for 1 day with a nice rally? I mean, it's still trading right above that moving average, okay? So here we go, retracement. A nice retracement. I can get my one lucky share at 35. One lucky share. Didn't put my lucky share in there. Patience, patience, guys. Patience. Green candle, but still getting rejected, right? We're not seeing any progress above or below. There we go, pushing above. This might be it here. Continuing to get rejected at 484. Oh man, is it gonna push up? I think it's pushing up. Oh, maybe not. Moment of truth here, guys. Moment of truth. I think we're about to get cooked. We're about to get cooked, I think. Maybe not. Not looking good. Could very easily be a bear trap. Could be a fake out as well. Fake out for the Bulls. And the Bears will win. Still below. I'm holding. Holding. QQQ getting rejected again. Look at this. How many times is it going to get rejected? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got rejected 5 times just this pre-market and morning. It continues to get rejected no matter how much buyers are stepping in. It's continuing to get rejected. Now, if this was flipped around and we kept seeing that on the bottom support, then we'd realize that, hey, this is a strong support. It's going to rally. But it doesn't mean it has to. So choppy. What's going to happen, guys? What's going to happen here? SPY is above its moving average slightly. TQQQ. Oh, well, we know what that is. Tesla pushing up. AMD selling off. NVIDIA, it is above but struggling. Google selling off. Microsoft pushing up but below that moving average. Meta is above the moving average but getting rejected. Amazon is unable to get above 202 and hold. And Apple super choppy on the under the moving average. So love to see more selling pressure here. Okay, here we go. Retesting again. Guys, how many of you are following me on Instagram? You guys follow me on Instagram? Created a new account. I'd love for you guys to all go follow if you guys want to get a kind of inside look behind the scenes with me and, you know, sometimes my family, some family pics. But yeah, just want to get involved a little bit more. You can check out my Instagram. I share stories of, you know, profits, losses, funny memes, stuff going on in my life throughout the day. And, well, you guys know what Instagram is. I don't know why I'm explaining Instagram to you. But also the Discord, too. If you just want to skip all that one-on-one kind of feely good stuff, you can go straight to the Discord. It's where I get my trade ideas and not really alerts, but somewhat like alerts, right? I tell you what I'm watching for the day, what I'm trading, what I'm potentially getting invested in. And yeah, I hope that's something you guys are interested in. Because if it is, well, good. That's really good. It's available for you. I'm gonna start working out again. I already have started after 10 weeks post ops. I started around. Honestly, I tried it like 3 weeks. I was super sore. I tried again at 5 weeks. Still not quite there. Tried it 8 weeks, feeling better. So about 8 weeks, I started working out a little bit more aggressively. And now at 10 weeks post op surgery, I could start kind of documenting my journey, documenting my life. Okay, here we go. It actually is holding above 484 now. Oh, no, it's not. Getting rejected again. Very interesting, very odd. A lot of people locking in profits at 484. I'm talking thousands of shares at 484. So people probably buying at 480, to be honest. That would have been a nice play today. From 61 to 63. 2.5%, $1.50 per share. Still getting rejected. It is not able to get above 484. The choppiness is unreal, though. Right now, currently down about $5. Willing to lose about 15 bucks. Huge rejection candle again, guys. Love to see it. Just start to sell off. Just sell the heck off. Nice bull trap here. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want to see. There we go, guys. Patience pays. Patience pays. We got to be patient. I got in at my price target, pretty much. Now let's get out at my take profit. Look at all this choppiness. Look at that choppiness. Sorry, guys. There we go. Nasdaq selling off. Love to see it. 483 back to 483. Let's get back to 482, then 480. Very nice. All right, all right. Let's continue with that rejection. I'd love it if it got rejected. The choppiness is unreal, though. It really is. And that's okay. That's what we want to see, right? Being patient by understanding it has not gotten above 484, nor could it break above 484. We're seeing a lot of resistance, a lot of selling pressure there. There's obviously some greater force that doesn't want this to go above 484 at this moment in time. So we're taking advantage of that, right? We want to see this push up as the markets sell off. We would love to see this happen. That way we can make our Monday and we can bounce and go do something else today. And we still can. I could set alerts. I could set alerts and we could still, you know, walk away from the screen, check our alerts. You know, that's when you become a little bit more patient as well, right? Being patient with the overall direction of the market. All this choppiness isn't necessarily good. We want to see a big sell-off, and I want to get it below 480. I want to get below 480 today and hold to 475, 470. I would love to hold that long if it continues to sell off. If it goes back to those levels, I mean, we could easily make a quick $200. 150, 160, even $100, right? If it does sell off that much, doesn't mean it has to happen right now this minute, but if it slowly trickles down, like throughout the majority of the day, whoops, kind of like this, how it's just kind of like slowly trickling, that would be nice, right? We could sell down in this area. We could sell tomorrow if the markets are still down tomorrow. I don't necessarily like to hold positions overnight, But if direction's in my favor and I'm up a pretty good amount, maybe I lock in profits and then maybe I hold half of those, right? Still, the choppiness is unreal though. Choppiness is unreal. What are you guys watching today? What are you guys trading? What are you looking at? Looks like we got some people joining us. Uh-oh, this is not looking good, guys. This green candle here, it is not looking good. I'd love to see a nice rejection on it. Get below that moving average. Looks like MACD wants to curl over. Doesn't mean it has to. We've been live for almost an hour now. Gonna test 484 again. Chirag, I am still shorting in Bitcoin and holding short. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I mean, it could still sell off even more. Especially if NASDAQ sells off. Bitcoin will probably follow. I was trying to scalp with the spread of NQ. Is the spread pretty bad? Pretty widespread. That's why I like QQQs, because usually it's like a 1 or 2 cent spread. My race purchase is up quite nice. Ferrari actually. Nice. Yep. I remember you buying into that. Oh yeah. From 404 to 424 today. Wow. Remember this? I set this up for you. Remember that, Major? New high, break above, or get rejected. Pushed up above it, and then it got a strong rejection. Now it looks like we're coming up to maybe a loading phase, potentially. Or more selling pressure, but... Okay, guys, moment of truth. I keep saying that, but look at the consolidation. If it gets rejected again, come on, this is going to have to curl over eventually, right? Or break and push up to maybe 485. I'm thinking it goes up to 485 now and then maybe gets rejected, but at the same time, if it gets above that moving average, we can just see this thing become very bullish very quickly and remain bullish for the majority of today, even Friday. Now remember, last Friday, the markets pushed up. They pushed up Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and then they sold off yesterday. Okay, so we can get a 4-day run. We can get a 4-day run, 4-day rally with just one significant red sell-off, right? One red day is all we need to then become reversed and get a potential, bull run here. Here we go, retesting again on the 1 minute. And it looks like it's going to finally get it. I said I wanted to risk 1%, so there it is. There's my 1%. What's happening? 484.50. See if it breaks. Breaks 485.30. Because this could still be a bull trap, guys, right? Could still be a bull trap. Can get up to 484 and then get rejected. We've seen it before. Didn't get any chance to trade today. QQQ didn't hit my target point. I bought yesterday. Nice. Yep. Let's see. I'm holding just a little bit longer. See if this gets rejected. 485 was the pre-market resistance. What did I say? 485. 485-ish. Could get rejected, right? 485.30. Could get rejected. It could honestly hold. But it is now above that moving average. SQQQ. Not bad, not bad. Does look like it's going to be bullish, though. Setting up for a bull day. Very possible. Retesting 484.60s now. Thing is, it's going to have to actually come back down and retest the moving average, I would think. Unless it's just so bullish, it just pushes up really, really high. But I feel like it would have to come back down and retest. Testing this blue moving average on the 30-minute. What's that, 485? Definitely getting rejected off of that 45 moving average on the 30-minute time frame. Okay, it's going to come back down for a retest. What do you guys think? What do you think? I think there was a change in direction. I think it's going to be bullish now. And usually when I think that, I do the opposite. I'm just kidding. It's actually going to be bearish. But I've done it to where I sell too early, or I sell at support, and it begins to recover, and it's like, okay, that was your $100 day, Johnny. Or I could potentially hold too long, and instead of losing 1%, which was my 16, I could lose double if I'm not careful. Trying to be patient. Holy moly, we've been going live for an hour already. Wow. We may even have to end the live stream pretty soon. Unless you guys want me to keep going. You guys doing good? You guys waiting and seeing what the markets do? I know I am. Changing direction again. Yep, looks like MACD is beginning to curl over, showing signs of weakness again. Oh, it's saying changing direction. Yeah, from selling off to being bullish. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. First stages of a reversal. Right off of that 480 level too. Yep. Which was previous resistance to begin with, right? So it basically just came back down, retested this previous resistance as a support, which it was validated and still is validated. Now it's going to go up and test this resistance. Again, trying to get above that resistance is easier said than done, right? So it could get rejected off of this resistance and come all the way back down. It could also push through that resistance and begin to start showing those 3 stages of a reversal. So Again, we got maybe 5-10 minutes to see what happens here. Is this a true reversal or is this a fake out? Appreciate you guys all hanging out with me today. We almost got double digits, so we should have double digit likes. Smash that like button for me. I appreciate it. Very slow, choppy day so far to start, but now starting to show signs of a clear direction. Or will this begin to just chop? It could be choppy all day. When was it? Was it a couple days ago? Yeah, look at the choppiness on this. Look how choppy this is. From 475 to 483 back to 475, basically 476. So I mean, the choppiness on it can be extremely crazy. The volatility of it as well. So, okay, just push up to 485. My SQQQ position not looking good. Like I said, it could pretty much be double by the time I sell. My stop was about $16, 1%. Is this going to get rejected at 485.30 again? And yeah, this might be where we in the live stream, to be honest. Looks like we might get a change in direction, begin to sell off a little bit, or it's just going to push through 485.30. I want you guys to stay updated with this if you want in the Discord channel. And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts too. Let's go talk a little bit more in the Discord. Share our trade ideas, our profits, losses for the day, and I'll help you guys with any, questions, comments, concerns. I could help you with all that over there in the Discord. I'll be there for about an hour this morning, and then I'll keep you guys updated as I hold my position. I'll let you know what I do. Do I get out of my position of SQQQ? Maybe I even add more? I could still add another $1,000 ish or more. Do I get out of this position, or does it begin to recover and we could actually make some money on it? So here we go, about to test 485.20. You might know the answer as of right now. If this gets rejected here, then we're gonna have to sell. Major, gotta go. Have a great day. You too, Major. Have a great day, sir. Here we go. And there it goes. It's going to break. Wow. So it looks like it's going to be bullish. Hold on. I think the upward moves ain't over yet. Yeah, they're not over yet. What is happening? 485, 485.70. Yeah, it's still pushing up. Okay. Okay. Yep, I told you I'd almost double it from 16 to 30. Yeah, I should have got it at 25. Okay, so there you go. Everyone knows now exactly what happened. Don't even have to bother going to the Discord. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, and again, this could be a fake out, right? It could be a fake out and get rejected, and my trade plan could actually go according to plan, or it could not, right? It can continue to rally. We can go from 485 up to 490, back up to even 494. So I want you guys to be aware of that. And yeah, if this breaks above, 480, which it looks like it's going to break above 486 pretty soon, we'll go 487. And then if it breaks below 485, 484, we'll know about it. 484. All right, and we might even get a reversal as of right here, but it looks like it's bullish. And that's going to happen. So now leading into tomorrow, this could be up to 494, or it could push up and come right back down to where it is. So crazy day trading the NASDAQ. After a 1, 2, 3-day rally, it's sold off for an entire day. Now it looks like we're going to get that rally again. Again, making new highs on a larger time frame. This looks good, right? 3 stages of reversal, consolidation. Now it's beginning to show higher highs and higher lows, indicating a possible reversal long term for NASDAQ, right? Retesting resistance, which could now technically be a support, right? Because it was a previous resistance. And there we go. All right, so lost a few dollars on SQQQ. Nothing too crazy though. And we live to trade another day. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. If you did, definitely consider subscribing. We did cross over 7,000 subscribers, working our way to 10,000 by July of this year. So just a couple months away. If you want to be a part of it, definitely consider subscribing. Smash that like button for me as well if you find value here. And we will see you all in our market recap, our stock trade recap. What I did wrong, what I did right, what I could do better, and what I should not have done at all. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing my recap with you and trading with you all in the morning at market open. Hope to see you there. Tomorrow is Friday, so it'll be the last trading day of the week. And I'm excited. We had over 12 consecutive green days, and now it's been like 2 red, 2 green, 2 red, 2 green. So a little choppy, but we'll get back on that pace. 12 consecutive green days. Can't wait to see 20, 30 consecutive green days. That'd be amazing. So hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and we will see you all a little later. Thanks, guys.